Hey guys, I'm looking very festive in today's video, as my dad would say. I was really gonna go on a run, and I'd been thinking about doing this video like back and forth all day long, and right before my run I was like, I'm gonna make that video because somebody needs to hear that, so that's why I'm looking so awesome right now. But I wanna make this video for how do you celebrate a loved one or your dad on Father's Day when you don't have a father. This also applies to mothers on Mother's Day, so either way this works for either one of your parents that you may not have with you, or a grandparent or whoever was close to you in that manner. For you guys that don't know, my dad died 3 years ago, just a couple of days before Father's Day, which was really difficult. I made a video last week. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'll put a link below. It took me that long to actually get the strength up to make the video, but I knew that my story would comfort somebody who was hurting and grieving over the loss of a parent or loved one also. So I know a lot of you guys are like, I couldn't make it through the whole video, only half. I was crying. But don't worry guys, the second half is the best part. That's where I give you the hope and how I live bigger for my dad. So I'll put a link for that below, but I want to give you guys my tips on how you can celebrate your loved one on Father's Day, or if it's Mother's Day, because each year those holidays roll around and it's a tough one. You want to keep their memory alive. You don't want to be like, I'm not going to talk about them anymore because it's too painful. No, you talk about the best memories they have. You keep celebrating them every day. And I have chosen, I'm going to live bigger and bolder and more brave in my dad's honor, where I'd be like, oh, I may be too scared to do that. I'm like, no, I'm going to live bigger. I'm going to make a bigger, bolder choice in honor of my dad. And you can do that too with your family members. Live this life bigger and bolder and better and braver in their honor. That you can say, I'm living so much more full, a little fuller extra for them. And know that you have their very DNA in your being. Half of them is still what makes you you. Even if you tried to escape them, you still have them with you. In your very thoughts, the way they raised you, the memories you have of them are there inside your heart. So you live bigger and you share more of the sparkle and the love and who they were with the rest of the world. My dad always loved making things look really nice, and he was always super clean and always had super clean, sparkling cars. And so whenever I feel like I'm doing those things, it reminds me like a little bit like Dad would be so proud of me right now. So I want you to do something that your loved one would be so proud of. Do something that reminds you of them. Go eat somewhere, listen to music of theirs, maybe watch a favorite movie you love with them, and talk with your other loved ones. Just say, let's all talk about our favorite memories of Dad, or if it's Mother's Day, your favorite memories of Mom. And instead of being so bitter and sad, let those memories unlock the joy of that moment, of that time in your life. And if you feel like crying, you go ahead and cry. Whatever you feel you need to do on that day, even though my dad is not on earth, I am going to celebrate him. He was an amazing dad. I love my dad so much. He was encouraging, funny, inspiring, so positive, just a life of the party, so fun. Everybody just described him as a bigger than life personality. Like, you would just feel his presence. He would just light up a room. So when my dad died, it was very difficult. But I decided I'm going to celebrate him each Father's Day. I'm going to do something fun in his honor. My dad loved to have fun and was silly. So whether it's you want to go eat at their favorite restaurant, or you want to go to a place that they love. My dad loved Disneyland, and you know if I was close to Disneyland, I would totally be there. If they love fishing, maybe you want to go fishing. They love the beach, go to the beach. Whatever fun thing it is that reminds you of them, feel free to go and do that. If they love barbecue food, go and eat barbecue food. Just listening to music they loved. My dad loved 70s rock music, and it reminds me of my dad so much. So if I'm listening to Creedence Clearwater Revival, America, Leonard Skinner, even some Elton John songs, I just feel like I'm in the garage like a little kid with my dad. Because my dad was little, on the weekends, he would always be working in the garage, just working on a car, working on something, and then I'd be there with my bicycle. I'd be like washing my bicycle, or putting Spokey Dokes on the spokes of my bike, or roller skating in the driveway, or I would hear my dad's music because he had speakers in the garage. And when I hear that music now, it just reminds me of being a little kid and feeling safe with my dad, and just a great time in my life and great memories with my dad. Also, it's fun if you get together with your family and tell your favorite stories about that loved one. It's great to keep those stories alive, especially if you have kids that you want them to continue to hear those stories of these great people that were in your life, you know. One of my greatest memories that I always share with my dad is my mom was like total health nut. Like, we didn't even have Cheerios with the sugar. We had like plain Cheerios, and we would just eat plain grape nuts with no sugar or anything. So my dad would take us, my mom she didn't know we were going to 7-Eleven, I'm sure. And we'd go get Slurpees, we would get candy, we would get like 6 Slits were my favorite, or Twix, or Kit Kats, or I'd love those Red Vine, the ropes, you know, those and Slurpees, like Pepsi flavored Slurpees were like my favorite. So we'd get those, and I remember my dad had this little work truck, and we would like drive over the railroad track, but you'd get a little bit of air like when you launched over the railroad tracks, because my dad would go kind of fast, and we'd like fly over the railroad tracks, and we'd be like, again, and my dad would like, we just drive back and forth over the railroad tracks, eating our Slurpees and our Red Vine ropes, and those were such fun memories, and they're so fun to relive and share with your family. So just celebrate and be filled with love for them. My grandma always said that tears water our hearts so the rainbow and healing can come out above it. So you let those tears flow if that's what you need to do. And you know that today, on this Father's Day, on every Father's Day, or if it's your mom on Mother's Day, you celebrate them so much on that day. You can buy balloons, you can buy flowers they love, go eat at their favorite restaurant. Whatever it is that you want to do that to celebrate them in the most happy and positive and wonderful way, so your heart is filled with joy. So they would look down from heaven and say, I am so proud of you for being filled with love and joy in my memory this day. I hope this just touches somebody's heart so much. And if you've lost a loved one, especially recently, if you're going through those shocking pains, and it comes in waves. Like sometimes I'll think I've been doing okay for like some weeks or a month or so, and then some memory or some song will just hit my heart, and it just feels like the same day that I lost him, you know. And you're gonna go through those. That is what happens when you lose a loved one. Your whole life, it's gonna be that way. And anybody that says, oh, time's gonna heal it, no, it's not. You're just gonna deal with this throughout time until you see them again in heaven. So I am sending you so many hugs from my heart, so much love, so many prayers for just heavenly comfort to wrap your heart up in just comfort and love, and that love that you have for that parent and that they had for you. Know that I love you and you're not alone. I'm here on this Father's Day. I'm going to be celebrating my dad. I may cry, but it's okay, because every tear is worth it for a tear for my dad that I loved so much. Just know that I love you guys so much, and I'm with you. My love is with you in your heart right now. Know that we can get through this, and you're going to live bigger and bolder for them. I will see you guys in the next video, and please know that I love you so, so, so much. Mwah. And remember, just like my dad always said, it's not bye for always, it's just bye for now.
I love you. Bye for now, babe. Bye for now. God did good when he made us all. So blessed. Love you to the max. Have a great and blessed day. Bye for now. And I just want to tell you how much I love you. You don't know, babe. I'm so proud of you. I love you, Ken.